Hi guys, Heike Yates here. Today I want to answer the following question. Why is it so hard to focus on my priorities? So let's picture the following scenario. You have planned out your day, let's just take one day, and you set your priorities. You wrote it all down on a Google Docs or whatever else, a piece of paper, just whatever it is, you wrote it out. You know exactly what you want to do on your daily planner, and you have your daily goals in there, what you want to accomplish first, and you have an order that you think will work for you. So there's your priority list of things to do in order. And you may have been really clever, like I think sometimes, and I do stickies. I do an extra sticky maybe on your computer saying, I need to go grocery shopping, or just groceries, right? That usually works as a mental reminder really well. So then in my case, I have a home studio, so I can work from home in my office. So I'm sitting in my office and I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to work on a blog post for you guys. And then I wander into the kitchen and suddenly I'm thinking, oh man, that Tupperware drawer is really messy. So I'm going through the Tupperware drawer. Does that ring a bell? So then once you start doing the Tupperware drawer, and then I'm gonna go back to my blog post. I'm still working on my blog post as lunch rolls around, and I just use this as an example. It could be any other work you're doing. You may be studying from home. It could be in an office. But I thought that would be a good idea. So I am now getting close to lunch. So I'm preparing my lunch, making my daily sandwich, and that will be something I'll share with you in the future. But I'm in the kitchen and suddenly I take my phone and I'm scrolling through Facebook and my Instagram and see what everybody else is doing instead of making my lunch so I can go back to work on the project that I'm actually working on. So suddenly an hour goes by, I did all kinds of things online, and I did end up making my sandwich, which I then somehow shoved down without noticing it. But, excuse me. But so you suddenly wasted all this time that you had allotted to your day, to your project, to finish that project. So let's assume the hour is gone. There could be also you are working in an office and you are working on a presentation on your laptop and you put a slide deck together, and suddenly you find yourself checking out what plays at the Kennedy Center or any other art form for that matter, or whatever it is that you end up suddenly. The whole day is going by, hours have gone by, you don't even know where the time went, and you got little to nothing done that was on your original priority setting worksheet. You know what? Do you feel guilty and frustrated when that happens to you? I do, because I do waste time sometimes too. It is working as an entrepreneur at home in an office. It's so easy to just go and boogie on down and do the laundry, and then suddenly you get sidetracked. So as we're setting priorities, we may get sidetracked, which is okay at times, but if we get nothing done, then perhaps number one, there's too many items on your to-do or priority list. Number two, you set your priorities in the wrong order. What you thought may have super priority could potentially wait, but looking at priority settings of your have to do item list or priority list, goal list, whatever you want to call it. Number three is perhaps you're not delegating. Maybe you're just hogging all the chores, being a perfectionist that wants to have everything done exactly the way it should be, like the dishes in the sink. If I wash them for you, they may not be as clean as you want them to be. So think about the three thought processes that I want you to think about is, do I have too many items that are on my list? Do I give them wrong priorities? And am I not delegating? So let that sink in for a moment and get your list out. I'm sure you have one. If it's not in your computer or on a piece of paper, I'm sure it's in your head. Here are my 3 action steps to battle wasting your time and not focusing on your priorities. Number 1, go through the things that you have to do today. I'm not talking for the whole week in long-term planning. I'm just talking today, here and now. What do you have to do today that needs your undivided attention? It could be making lunch, needs undivided attention. It could be preparing for a presentation at work, needs your undivided attention. So put those items clear for you to distinguish between all the other clutter things that need to get done. Number 2, delegate. See which parts of your to-do list or priority list could be potentially delegated to a coworker, to your kids who could clean up the dishes after dinner that you don't have to do, letting somebody prepare a presentation or do some research for you at work. So may as it be, look at who can help you with your priorities. Stop distractions. So here is something that I want you to think about. The project you're working on, do you like working on it, or are you just doing it because it has to get done? Could be another item that could be delegated. If it's not, and it's something that you have to do, take that project that you stop because you get easily distracted since it's not that interesting to you, or it bores you, or it's just something that has to be done. See if you can break that one item into several bits and pieces. So let's say you get up at 6 in the morning and you work on, let's take a work presentation. You work on that from 6 to 8. At 8, your brain's smoking and you've just had it and you don't feel like it anymore. Take a break, but a planned break. And not that I go and organize the Tupperware or I wander around the building chatting up all my coworkers. Take a deliberate break, meaning go for a walk. Step away from the item that needs your most attention and is your priority, but doesn't get the attention it deserves. Go for a walk, get a cup of tea or coffee, meditate for a few minutes, just go through breathing exercises. So bring it back down into smaller chunks. See if these 3 items, these 3 action steps will help you get your priorities straight and get back the focus on your priorities. So the 3 action steps are: go through your have-to-dos and put them in the order that they need to be today. Then delegate from those top priorities what you can delegate. It may not be perfect, but it's okay. Number 3, stop unwanted distraction. As in, I just wander around the kitchen, organize the Tupperware. I'm just going to chat up my workers. So take deliberate breaks. Put those breaks in just as you would go into the bathroom or taking a lunch break. So think about those. Let me know which ones which one works best for you. Couple of weeks ago, I did a little video for you guys with the app that I'm using. So go look back at the app. If that is something that might help you with setting your priorities straight and giving them the focus that they deserve, that may be another way for you to go. But with that, It's Tuesday. I'm over and out. And if you like to have better focus and get things done in your priorities, on your priority list, you may want to grab the 7-Day to Ignite Your Spark Planner. It is on heikeyates.com. And with that, let me know how you got your focus back for your priorities. I'll see you next time. Ciao.